Europe banned these food dyes years ago. The United States, we're finally catching up. RFK and the FDA just announced a phase out, but big food, they're already trying to kill it. Welcome to the Prepared American. This show isn't just about bug out bags and food storage. It's about taking responsibility for all aspects of your life as an American. In this case, it's your health. Because if you're depending on the government or big corporations to look out for you, you're already in trouble. Big news this week, something that actually gives us a little bit of hope. RFK Jr., as chair of the National Health Commission, just announced that in coordination with the FDA and the Department of Health and Human Services, the United States will begin phasing out 8 artificial food dyes by the end of next year. These are the same dyes that have been linked to cancer, behavioral issues in kids, hormonal disruptions, and neurodevelopmental problems. And yes, they've been banned in Europe for years. We're talking about things like red dye number 3, yellow 5, yellow 6, and others that are found in everything from cereals to sodas to candies and baked goods. This is the first big win for what many are calling the Make America Healthy Again movement, or MAHA, and it couldn't come soon enough. RFK Jr. said, "This is about giving parents the ability to feed their children real food without worrying about toxic additives." That's the kind of language we haven't heard from a major public health official in decades. But here's the thing, this fight is just beginning. Because big food isn't going to roll over and accept this. Already, industry leaders are pushing back. The lobbyists are mobilizing. They'll challenge the science. They'll water down the regulations. They'll delay the deadlines. Whatever it takes to protect their profits at the expense of your health. And this is the same playbook we've seen before. And you can be sure they're flipping straight to the chapter on stall and spin. Let's not forget, we're not doing anything revolutionary here. We're just doing what dozens of other countries have already done and doing it with a lot less drama. But let me ask you something. If these dyes are dangerous enough to phase out by the end of next year, why are they still in our food today? Why are they in the snacks your kids bring to school? Why are they in the foods labeled as healthy and fortified? Because the system doesn't prioritize your health. It prioritizes money and profits. And that's why being a prepared American, it means you don't have to wait for the system to save you. You can start right now. You don't need to wait for 2026 or 2027 or whenever the final ruling gets published. You don't need another law. You need to read the label. You need to shop the perimeter of the grocery store. You need to cook real food with real ingredients. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be intentional. Think about what foods existed hundreds or even thousands of years ago when there were no grocery stores. There were no Trader Joe's. There was no Whole Foods. Think meat, eggs, fish, fruits, vegetables, rice, etc. Look, if God made it and it exists in nature, odds are you're good to go. Keep it simple, keep it clean, keep it real. Every meal you eat is a small act of resistance. You might think that's a little crazy, but every label you read is a statement of awareness. Every time you say no to that artificial garbage, you're saying yes to a stronger body, a clearer mind, and a longer life. And you're sending a message to these companies as well when people like you stop buying their products. Honestly, that's what MAHA is all about. It's not waiting for permission, not hoping that somebody else fixes it. It's about taking responsibility for your health. And yeah, it shouldn't have to be that way, but that's what it's called when you're being a prepared American. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Yes, this is a win, but it's not the win. It's a signal. It's a step. It's a shift. Now it's on you to move faster than the system, to be more committed than the corporations, to be the kind of American that refuses to wait for someone else to do what you already know needs to be done. Start today. Choose food that fuels you, not food that slowly poisons you. Because in a country where sickness is profitable, being healthy is a revolutionary act. Remember, love your country, love your neighbor, but question your government and the media. It's all part of being a prepared American.